congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks on winning the 2021 NBA championship, defeating the Phoenix Suns in 6 games, defeating them in Game 6, 105-98, after being down 2-0 in the series. Giannis puts up 50 points. The first person to have 50 points in a closeout game in the NBA Finals. He did that. All the moves that they made last offseason, and I got nothing but respect for that. I'm glad that Milwaukee made it. You know, you can say that they made it because of injuries. You can say that they made it because KD's foot was on the line in Game 7, which it was. And let's be honest, Milwaukee, and if his foot wasn't on the line there, then Brooklyn would probably be here. But even still, I got a lot of respect for Milwaukee for doing what they did. They haven't won a fucking championship in 50 years. They haven't won since Oscar Robertson was there, back when Kareem was Lou Alcindor. They got it done. Giannis finally won a title. It's taken about this long. It's taken about this long for guys like Jordan and LeBron to get it done and winning their first, and now Giannis has his first. But at the same time, Giannis has been in the league for, I think, about 8 years now, and he wins his first. And Chris Paul has been in the league for double that amount of time, and he hadn't made the finals until now. Let alone really have a realistic shot. I mean, you had all those years where he got hurt, with the Lob City Clippers, with, Harden and the Rockets. It's just like, there's the big what if the trade of the Lakers went through. But I feel bad for Chris Paul because next year will be his 17th year, assuming he decides to play again. This was the best chance that he had to make it. Now, we don't know what he's going to do this offseason. I believe he has a player option he can opt out of if he decides to, which it's been rumored that he will, because he wants big money. It would probably be his last big payday of his career. And wherever he goes, I mean, and I guess this is the irony of the situation, is that, there was a chance that Chris Paul could have gone to Milwaukee last offseason. There was a legit chance. Or there was a thought that he could go there. And he would have fit in quite well. And if that happens, he would have a championship right now, possibly, if everything still played out the way that it did. But the fact that he's lost again, he doesn't have many years left. I've said before, if he was to win, I would think he would retire right then and there. He's been in the league for 16, almost 17 years now. He's had all these nagging injuries that have hurt him over the years, that have kept him from getting this far. And then the one year that he does, in a year that was massively fucked up because of injuries, the best shot that he ever had, and to come up short like that after being up 2-0 in the series, you can't help but feel bad for him. I mean, again, I'm proud of Giannis. I'm proud of Milwaukee. I'm glad that they won, but I just feel bad because it feels like Chris Paul is going to go out without a ring. And he's going to be one of the best players to have never won a ring. I think it's argued that he's a top 10, at least a top 10, possibly top 5 point guard in NBA history, but he has no ring to show for it, and virtually that's not his fault. Whether it's been injuries, the players around him getting hurt, the players around him not stepping up in big moments. I mean, granted, Paul also, struggled after the first couple of games in this series as well. I'm not going to deny that. But, man, it's just sad. It's just sad for him. But you know what? that aside, I, I don't know where Phoenix goes from here. I don't know where Chris Paul goes from here. But I hope that one way or another, um, they'll figure something out, man. I hope they do. I hope Chris Paul goes somewhere if he decides to go. And there it is. Giannis wins Finals MVP. No surprise there. Skip Bayless fucking saying that with Kawhi the Clippers would have won. Fuck you, Skip. Go fuck yourself, you son of a bitch. Um, Hoop Central just said that Chris Paul has now lost 12 straight playoff games refereed by Scott Foster. And that was the funny thing. Paul and Foster apparently talked before the game, you know? So it's probably people were thinking, oh, maybe, and people were thinking maybe, the NBA will want this to go to a game 7. But, wasn't meant to be, man. But, like I said, massive, massive, massive respect to the Milwaukee Bucks for getting it done. They got done. They were able to do what Green Bay wasn't able to do this past NFL season, and Green Bay didn't even make the Super Bowl. Milwaukee made the NBA Finals and they won. And huge shout out to Tom Grossi. He was there. He got to witness this in person. So huge, huge, huge shout out to him. Um, but yeah. So I don't really have much else to say right now, other than once again, congrats to Milwaukee. And man, I mean, I I just feel bad for Chris Paul because he deserves a ring, and the fact that he might not get one is just insane to me. Because look at next year. A lot of the teams that were hurt this year are going to come back healthy next year. You know, LeBron and AD and the Lakers, Durant, Kyrie, and Harden with the Nets, Kawhi and Paul George with the Clippers. That is if Kawhi decides to stay. There's going to be potentially a bunch of shakeups trade-wise throughout the league. Some big name players could possibly be on the move. Milwaukee has a better chance to get back here next year, but Phoenix, this was their chance. And the fact that they blew it the way they did, up 2-0, lose 4 straight, it's just sad, man. But again, congrats to Giannis. Congrats to the Milwaukee Bucks. You got it done. Your first title in 50 years. You deserve it. Go celebrate. And, yeah. So thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. And, I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Also, gonna have a couple of diecast reviews up tomorrow, but, peace.